Guys, the 2019 Tony Awards took place at Radio City Music Hall last night, featuring all of Broadway's latest hit shows. From show-stopping performances to talented champions, it was definitely a night to remember. Here to tell us more is Emmy-winning entertainment journalist for New York One, Frank DiLella.
Hey, guys.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So excited to talk about the Tonys. We got to watch the show last night. What were your overall feelings?
I thought James Corden killed it.
Yeah.
I mean, that opening number, 9 minutes long, what was so cool is that he had all the nominees who were involved in the musicals of the season on the show.
I know.
And in that number.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a real musical theater baby at his core, so you could tell with that performance, right?
And it felt like a great way to reflect of the year in theater, but also like in culture in general, with the TV references and how entertainment is changing, yet why theater is still so important. I really enjoyed it. As someone who I had not, unfortunately, seen a lot of these plays and musicals, so I really got a great recap, but also a reason why I haven't seen them, because Handmaid's Tale, Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're funny about it.
See, I'm the complete opposite. I've seen all the shows. Now it's time to catch up on all the TV, all the series.
So let's talk about the shows. Who were the biggest winners last night?
I mean, Hadestown got a lot of love. Did you guys see Hadestown?
Woo,
yeah, I saw it.
14 nominations. They walked home with 8 awards last night, including the coveted Best Musical Tony Award. So that was a big win. I gotta say, The Boys in the Band, you know, it opened last summer, it closed. There was a big question mark on whether or not it was gonna get the Tony, because when a show closes, the voters can't go. But enough voters went, and of course, it took home the award. It was a personal favorite of mine. Ryan Murphy brought it to Broadway for the first time in 50 years, and it was pretty amazing.
I love that. I was gonna say, back at Hadestown, Andre DeShields, who I love, won his first Tony at the age of 73 after 50 years in the business.
Brittany the Wiz.
I know, but we saw him in Hadestown, and like the moment he stepped on that stage, he like took you into this world. So I love that he got honored like that.
And also kind of just giving a shout out to his hometown of Baltimore, saying, you know, I hope, I mean, I'm getting chills and tearing up. I hope I did my hometown proud. Like, at 73 years old, amazing.
I thought there was a lot of good representation last night. From the performances from A-Tune Proud and Choir Boy to the speeches of some of the winners. Like, when you saw a wide range of performers with different skin colors, disabilities, to women and sexual orientations. I really thought that was just a great theme of the night.
Yeah, I was so happy for Ali Stroker's win. She's the first actor to win who uses a wheelchair, and I just think that is such a huge, impactful moment for so many people watching who are disabled, and also people who aren't. It's like important to note that she won right after her performance. If she had been in the audience, she wouldn't have been able to get on stage because they're not handicap ready. And a lot of theaters, like for audience members, they are, but backstage they aren't. So they're not thinking yet with having in mind that performers can be and should be disabled at times. Like, you should be open to everyone being able to have that chance. So I feel like this is gonna make a lot of change, hopefully. And Ali Stroker, she's from the Glee Project.
The Glee Project!
Ryan Murphy!
Ryan Murphy
brought this person to our eyes, and he is such a talent, and honestly, I talk about him so much, but he really sees, you know, beyond like what the go-to has been in our society, and so I really appreciate, like, I feel like he helped make this moment possible.
Well, I was hanging out with Ryan at the after party at the Carlisle Hotel last night, and I said, you know, Ryan, you have to stay doing Broadway. And he was like, Frank, I'm here to stay. So Ryan Murphy is staying on Broadway.
We need him everywhere.
What else was going on at these parties? What is that experience like?
So, like I mentioned, the after party happens at the Carlisle Hotel. It's the most exclusive after party. So basically, after the Tonys, all the shows have different parties, and then there's the big Tony party at the Plaza. But you really want to go to the Carlisle. That's where, you know, you can see the likes of Jesse Taylor Ferguson and Andrew Rannells hanging out. And there's a piano player sitting at a piano, and there's a sing-along. I mean, it's just good. Oh, there we are.
Who's
Jake
that
Gyllenhaal,
next to you? Jake Gyllenhaal. Don't know who that is.
No. We had okay, so this is the red carpet. So that was Tina Fey.
You guys are so funny.
I love that.
She was so funny.
That's my co-host for the red carpet show that we did. Ashley Park, you guys may remember. She was nominated for a Tony last year for Mean Girls. Ali Stroker on the red carpet, and of course Jake Gyllenhaal and Tom Sturridge.
Jake
and that was at the
not
Carlisle.
A talent, huh? So untalented, so ugly.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I also want to shout out Stephanie J. Block too. I loved her in the Cher Show. I know Ali just saw the Cher Show.
I saw it this week and I lost my mind for the Cher Show.
And she really embodies Cher and makes it her own. You know, and Stephanie, I think this was also a celebration of her career as a whole. Exactly. It was her third nomination. You know, she's beloved in the community, and finally, she has her moment.
Her speech was ready.
Yes, I love her speech. It was such a theater girl speech.
Well, that's the difference between you can't watch with these actors, unlike the Emmys. They go, I didn't prepare a speech. No. Every actor wins a Tony. They've been practicing that in the mirror for 17 years.
Yeah.
And you felt that with her. She was like, this is my moment. I've been ready for this for a while.
And if you know Stephanie, God love her, Stephanie prepares for everything. You know, you interviewed her.
Yeah, she's so dynamic. I was so happy for her. I literally stood up and clapped for her because I knew how important and how big of a moment was for her.
She told me that her parents were watching, or her daughter was being watched by a family member, and you know they got her up. They put her to bed and then got her up for that moment.
That's so special. Oh, I love that.
I love that.
So what can we expect after the Tonys? What do we have coming up in the theater season?
Well, believe it or not, the season has already begun. You know, Frankie and Johnny and the Claire de Lune starring Audra McDonald and Michael Shannon is the first new show of the 2019-2020 Broadway season that opened a couple weeks ago. But the big hit, you know, for those of you looking for like the next big thing is going to be Moulin Rouge.
Really?
Hands down. It opens this summer. It's totally revamped with Adele music and Beyonce music, and yeah, it's going to be awesome.
God.
That
So
sounds
exciting.
incredible.
I have to get tickets now.
Yeah.
I'm also super excited because Colleen Ballinger, who you might know as Miranda Sings from YouTube, she's making her Broadway debut on The Waitress.
Oh.
And I think that's gonna be so cool. Like literally, this is just someone who like was on YouTube doing her own thing. She got her own Netflix show, and now she's on Broadway. Like I think it's so
She's
cool.
a superstar.
Yeah, she really is just doing it all on her own. I'm so inspired by her.
Yeah. And if you know the character that she's playing in Waitress, she could almost do it as Colleen the actress or as Miranda.
Yeah.
So it's kind of perfect.
It's so good.
I love that. We have so much to look forward to. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today,
you guys
Frank.
for having me.
Thank you.
I love your show. Thanks
And
for
to see
having
more
me.
Frank's Tony coverage, follow at F-DiLella for more information.